everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I want to talk to you today. We'll just get right to it about acoustic guitars. I've got a lot of stuff to cover on this particular acoustic guitar, and there will be another video regarding it because I had a lot of problems with this particular guitar as far as the music supply company, nothing to do with the guitar, okay? And we'll cover that in another video. But for right now, what I want to talk to you about is the Yamaha FSX5. A lot of you are not familiar with that guitar, and most people will consider Yamaha to be something like an intermediate range guitar or something for a beginner. This guitar is neither of those, and therefore it doesn't really get a fair shake. It came out, I believe, in the NAMM show in 2019, and then of course everybody knows what happened during the pandemic. There was no NAMM show for 2020, and unless it was a virtual show. And these guitars are actually sleeper guitars. You will find it very, very hard to find one of these. The only reason that I did is because it was a restock. Why, I don't know. But anyway, I bought it sight unseen because of everything that I'd heard about it and all the videos that I'd watched. One of the best videos that I ever saw that really sparked my enthusiasm was a video from Alamo Music, Chris McKee, who I listen to a lot because he has proven to be pretty much spot on when he does his videos about acoustic guitars and what they really have to offer. He said in his own words, I believe his video was about a year ago, that he was enamored with this guitar. That it was hands down a guitar that sits right at the top with other manufacturers, and that they should really take notice because of the price of this guitar. It is probably less than half of what you would expect to pay for a high quality guitar. It's Sitka spruce top, ebony fretboard, ebony bridge, also ebony pins, bone nut, bone saddle, and the Atmosphere pickup system, which is really unique with this guitar, which I'll get into in just a second. But it also has mahogany back and sides. And the thing about that is there's a lot of folks that, there's always this battle going between rosewood and mahogany and so forth. And personally, just me personally, I love the sound of mahogany over rosewood. I have a wonderful Mark guitar that I think is great, but you will pay a hell of a lot more money, or a hell of a lot less money, and excuse me for saying hell, I shouldn't have done that, but at any rate, a lot less money for a guitar like this. This guitar, brand new, right now sells for $13.99. That was the last time I checked. This is an orchestra model guitar. The counterpart is also a dreadnought. It is the FSX5. I preferred to not have the dreadnought because I didn't really want that big sound. But this actually has a bigger sound than most orchestra model guitars. What I'm going to demonstrate for you now is the pickup system. It is a really unique pickup system. Of course, it has the piezo pickup in the bridge, but it also has a microphone and a sensor up here that kind of helps blend with all of this. Now, the blend for the microphone goes from 0 to 50%. Personally, I run it right in the middle, and if you like to, do some percussion, that is probably a good setting to do it with. If you run it in the middle, you're going to want to adjust your treble upward a little bit, or your highs up a little bit, to compensate for that sudden airiness that comes in, sort of the more bottom end you'll get with that microphone. Right now, I'm running it at about 3/4, and I have the feedback buster in right now, which does come with the guitar, by the way. The other thing that I thought was really neat is it comes with a wooden pick guard. I know I'm easily amused, but it is really wonderful. That is I'm running through my Yamaha, I mean not Yamaha, but my Roland Cube Street, and this is what it sounds like. Of course, I give it a little more volume, and I blend that mic just a little more toward the middle. It has a bass EQ. If you roll it off, basically it's less bass. You roll it more, and you know what I'm saying. There is no treble control because you really don't need one. Anyway, that is the pickup system for it. Now I'm going to take out the feedback buster and just let you listen to it with, you know, just a straight acoustic guitar, because it is really unique. If you, I don't like to do comparisons for other guitars, but if you're looking into possibly buying an orchestra model Taylor, which I have also, basically the same configuration. This is a 412 CE. It's a 97 model. Same thing. This guitar, even used right now, is going to cost you more than what this costs new. So this will compete directly with the Martin 00018 or the OM18 or any Taylor configuration of this orchestra model with mahogany back and sides. Now I'm going to pull out this feedback buster. I can do that. I like this feedback buster because it's really thin, and so it's easy to manipulate in and out. That's another thing. That's just a plus. But here you go. Got everything down. Anyway, if you haven't tried one of these guitars, you owe it to yourself to do so. It is really a sleeper guitar. There are a lot of guitars out there that cost a lot more money that will do exactly what this guitar will do. It's the Red Label series Yamaha. These particular guitars are made at the custom shop in Japan. There is another Red Label guitar that is made out of China. Those are good, but to coin Chris McKee's phrase, these are better. You know, I can look in here, I can see there's X bracing here, and the electronic system. I would not buy the guitar without the electronics. It's really worth the money, and this is really high quality electronic system. There are a lot of manufacturers that should sit up and take notice over this guitar, because they are doing it a heck of a lot cheaper and giving you a lot of guitar for the money. So if you're wanting a guitar that has mahogany neck, ebony fretboard, ebony bridge, ebony pins, you know, it's even got the vintage tuners on it, which I will say my Martin has these vintage tuners. These are easier to manipulate than what's on my Martin. You know, anytime you get into these style of tuners, they are a little bit harder to turn than, let's say, the Grovers, but these really flow easily. You know, the open back tuners, they really look good. And of course, it says on the bell plate that covers the truss rod, you know, since 1966, and it's got the old Yamaha shape design with the logo. It is really a spectacular guitar. I just can't say enough about it. I was so blown away. I knew as soon as I heard him play this guitar, I was going to want one. One last thing about this guitar that I wanted to mention is that when it comes to scale length, I don't like to make a big deal out of that, but you know, Gibson's scale length I think is usually for their short scale guitars is 24.75. Let's see, Martin's Triple O is like 24.9. Their OM is 25.4. This guitar sits somewhere right in the middle at 25. It is very easy to play for an acoustic guitar. It comes straight out of the box. It was set up perfectly. I have never had an acoustic guitar that was intonated this perfectly. You can, you know, usually when you plug one in, there's a little waver here and there. It didn't waver. It just goes up right up to 440, and the needle stays there. It doesn't bob up and down and waver back and forth. So whatever they're doing as far as setting up their guitars, it comes very playable straight out of the factory, and it's just truly an amazing guitar, especially for the money. For something equivalent to this in another manufacturer, you're going to pay at least $1,000 to possibly $1,200 more, maybe more than that. You owe it to yourself to really take a look at these, and don't be negative just because it says Yamaha on it. Believe it or not, Yamaha's been making guitars for a lot of years, and most everybody who has ever had a guitar, as far as that, has had a Yamaha guitar at some point in time, whether you were just starting or whatever. This is not an intermediate guitar. This is a top-notch guitar. I mean, gosh, you got to look at all the ebony, the ebony binding. I mean, it is just incredible. I know I sound way too excited, but I am excited. It's a great guitar for the money. I mean, it's hard to believe. This one, I actually got by circumstance. I have been looking for one of these guitars for over a year, and as soon as you reserve them, they come in and they're gone. That's how popular they are, but yet nobody talks about them. And that's because they are just a sleeper. People, as soon as they get them, they're gone. And it just so happens these were returned for one reason or another. And I look every day for them, and I just happened to see it. And I'm sure you might be able to pick one up and use somewhere on Reverb if you wanted to, but they hold their value very, very well. This guitar, like I said, is $13.99. You can probably get it without the pickup system for, I think, around $9.99 or right close to $1,000. But you know, me, I was not going to buy it without the pickup system. I mean, without the pickup. Here it is, a little out of tune. But anyway, here's the atmosphere pickup system. I'll turn it up. In my setting right now, like I said, the mic is in the middle. The EQ is over to a little more bassy, and I've got my rolling cube. I've got the treble turned up. And without. There you go. There will be another video in regards to what happened to me with this guitar. I don't like to be negative very often, but I do want you to be aware there are some things that you need to watch out for when you go to buy from certain musical supply companies. They are not all created equal. And I will tell you, if you're going to buy something, I will never make this mistake again. I almost sent this guitar back because of the way these people do business. I did not like it at all. And I really hate being that way, but it was very poor customer service. That's coming up in the next video. If you like this video, I will always be honest with you about my products that I purchase, and I will tell you whether they stink or not. This is not a stinker. But if you like my videos, please tell your friends. I'm trying to grow my channel, just like everyone else is. And I think that I've got some pretty good information that a lot of people might want. And I will shoot you straight and tell it how it is. And so please invite your friends to come to my channel. And I will try to be a little bit more forthcoming with more videos. And I appreciate for those of you who have stuck with me and waited for me to come out with others. And I'm sorry if I'm really overly excited about this. It's not very often that I get that way, but it is truly something that you owe to yourself just to pick up and hit a couple of cowboy chords with it. Okay, I'll stop. You guys have a great day. Thanks for coming back, and I hope to see you again real soon. Take care, and please give someone the gift of music. They will love you for it and thank you immensely. Have a great day.